Podcast Gear Review. Hey guys, Omar here. Today I'm going to do a little review on the Koch Pedaltone. This all-tube preamp pedal is extremely versatile and can make your guitar sound like creamy gold. This pedal was my main preamp for about 4 years. In that time I used it for all of my live shows, and I used it on a couple of songs for my band Century Thief's debut album. Let's take a closer look. So there's 4 12AX7s in the Pedaltone that are found right up here at the top. And to access them, you can unscrew these 2 screws here and get at them. There's 2 main channels on this preamp. There's a clean channel, channel 1, and a dirty channel, channel 2. The clean channel has a volume, bass, and treble controls, and the dirty channel has gain, volume, bass, middle, and treble controls. To switch between the 2 channels, you use the far left switch down here. The second foot switch here, if you're on the clean channel, engages the enhanced mode, which is kind of like a high-mid boost. If you're on the distorted channel, it's just a straight distortion boost. The third switch here engages the Poweramp boost. And you have a drive and volume knob here and here, so you can decide whether you want that to be more of a volume boost, like that, or if you want it to be more of a drive boost, like that. The last knob here, I don't know if you can read that, it says Master Rhythm Volume. So what that means is that knob controls the output of the entire pedal. However, if you engage this, it bypasses this knob entirely and goes to the full amount. Essentially, it acts as a straight volume boost. So on the back we have a few more features. We have an on-off switch, and that affects whether or not you want the enhanced feature on that second foot switch. It gives you 4 outputs that you can choose from. 2 power amp, so that's what I would normally use. I have a Tech 21 Power Engine 60, and that's what I use live. There's a headphones output, an output that can go into either a recording interface or a PA, direct into a PA, and then 2 clean input. So that'll go right into your guitar amp. There's also 2 possible effects loops that you can use. This has its own effects loop here, to and from, or you could use this in another amp or another preamp's effects loop. You would take the send from that, put it into the guitar input here, and then there's a 2 effects return out there. That's not really something that I use, but you can do it. Now let's plug this in and see how it sounds. Okay guys, so here's my signal chain. I have a Mexican Telecaster. The neck pickup is stock. The bridge is hot rails. From there I'm going into the Pedaltone. From there I'm going into the Epiphone Valve Jr. And there I'm going to mic it with the Stedman N90. That's going to go into my Apogee Qaurtet, and then into Logic Pro. I'm just going to jump right into the clean channel of the Pedaltone. If you want to hear how this Telecaster sounds going straight into the Epiphone Valve Jr., I have a video and I will put it right there. As per usual, all the background music and all the riffs that I'm going to be playing are all original music. Most of it's from Century Thief, my band. You can check it out right there. Alright guys, so for the clean channel I have the bass set at about 10 o'clock, the treble is at 2, and the volume's at noon. I'm going to be using both pickups for this. Sounds like this. Now let's hear what this sounds like with the enhanced mode engaged. Personally, I don't use this. Personally, I don't use this mode that much, but I'm going to be doing one more example on the neck pickup. Moving on to distortion. For the bass, I have it set at about 2 o'clock. The mids, I have set at about 1. Trebles 2. The gain is about 2 and the volume's about 1. I'm going to be using both pickups for this example. The thing that I really like about this pedal is when I'm on the distortion channel, I really have 3 different boosts. The first boost is kind of a lower end boost, more distortion. The second one, the Poweramp, the way I have it set is more of a high end boost, and it's a mix between a little bit of drive and some volume. And then the last one is just pure volume boost. So let's look at the first boost, the channel boost. This boost is something that I would use not necessarily for solos, but more like the last chorus of a song or like a chorus out. I'm going to be using the neck pickup for this example. The next boost is the Poweramp boost. It has 2 settings, the drive and the volume. Both are set at about 1 o'clock. I'm going to be using the bridge pickup for it. Like I said, I use this for more like solo-y things. It sounds like this. I'm not really going to go into the last boost because it's just a volume boost. It just makes things louder. It doesn't really color your tone or anything. Depending on how you set the Poweramp up, you can kind of have it as your second distortion. So right now I'm on the clean channel, and I have the Poweramp engaged, and I have the same settings. For this example, I'm going to be using both pickups. So now that we've heard it, I just wanted to go over 3 reasons that I don't like this piece of gear and why it ultimately is not in my rig anymore. Reason number 1 is that it's pretty big for a pedal. If you compare it to this Boss pedal, as you can see, it's a lot bigger. So it's going to take up a lot of space on your pedal board. Me, on my pedal board, it wasn't so much the width or the depth, it was the height of it. It's almost twice the size of a Boss pedal, and it had a hard time fitting in my case. I've seen this pedal on other people's boards, but often those boards are custom made, and it's not really something that can fit on, say, a pedal train. It's also very heavy, so when you're carrying the actual pedal board, a lot of times the Velcro isn't strong enough to keep it on the board. And when you open it up, it's going everywhere, and it defeats the purpose of really having a pedal board. Reason number 2 is 2 of the outputs I don't like. The 2 that I like are the 2 Poweramp, like I said, that's what I use live, and the 2 clean input, which is what we just used with the Epiphone Valve Jr. The 2 that I don't like are the headphones and the recording interface slash direct PA outputs. I don't like that because of that almost sandpapery dry sound that you get when you go directly into something that isn't an amp. And although this is a really great preamp, you still get that sound from it. The last reason why I don't like this pedal, and this is the biggest one for me, is I've had it for 4 years, maybe 3 years, and it's broken on me 3 times already. Although it's really heavily built, like I said, it doesn't really fit on my pedal board, and I've had a hard time transporting it, especially when we're going on tour. So I feel like it gets its fair share of abuse. When I bring it to a guitar tech, often they don't recognize it, and sometimes they'll even say no to repairing it because they don't know what to do with it. I've had repairs for this Pedaltone cost me anywhere from $80 to $250 Canadian. And the last time it broke, it was just cheaper to get a replacement, so that's what I did. If you want to hear how I replaced this, I have a video on my new piece of gear, and I'll put that right here. With all of those things in mind, I really do love playing with this pedal, and I love the sound of it. I'm just not going to be taking it on tour with me anymore. If I have a bigger show here in Toronto, where I don't have to transport it as much, I'll probably be using this here. Koch is a Dutch company, and they don't have many distributors in North America. So if you live in North America and you see one of these on the market, you should definitely pick it up. You won't regret it. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Again, if you liked any of the riffs that I was playing, any of the background music, it's all from my band Century Thief. Check us out here. Click below to subscribe, share it with your friends, like it, tell me what you think, all that fun stuff. Thanks, bye.